Hey, welcome to Tough Guys. On this episode, we're going to be changing out a ceiling light in our back room. It's kind of like a bonus room that we use for just like movies and kids to hang out. Anyways, the electrician that installed the light put a ceiling fan onto like a regular plastic light box and it fell down from the ceiling. Cool, but not fun. So I've got to replace the light box, and I got just a little, like a 30-inch LED flush mount light that we're gonna put up. I figured it'd be cool to show the process since that light box is broken, and I can show what not to do, like hang a ceiling fan with a coarse thread drywall screw. Anyways, so that's what we're gonna do in this video. As always, at Tough Guys TV on social media, take a look below. We're gonna get right into this one. It should be super easy and super fast, so thanks for watching, and let's get into it. And just really quick, the tools I'm gonna take inside, I've got the screw gun with an extended Phillips tip, and I've got just my little portable tool pouch. It just has like a little clip on the back of it. It's super easy and convenient when you're just doing a quick project. I've got my pencils, my Milwaukee ink saws. In here, I've got some wire nuts, just an assortment. I always have electrical tape on this thing, but I have some for this because it's gonna be helpful. I've got a couple of my straight screwdrivers, just a Phillips and a flathead. I've got my Klein wire strippers and cutters, really cool. I've just got this old flat. I use it to like twist the ground wires together. I've had this for a long time, since way back when I was doing apprentice electrician work. And I've got my two swivel screwdrivers in there. If you've never seen one of these things, they're pretty cool. Quick and easy for putting, screws into like an electrical fixture. Pretty easy. And then lastly, this is my Coast razor knife. So nothing fancy there. It's just my Coast razor knife. I like using it. It's awesome. So let's go inside. It is super dark in here because we don't have a light, and this is at night. So I've got the ladder set up, and I'm going to be using the Hyper Tough LED light. We have a review on this, so go check it out if you're interested. And let's see how it works here in the back room for the project. All right, so let's see how well this thing works. Okay, so it's like a small star inside the room, but the light works really well and gives us plenty of light to see the light box. Let's take a look at what we're working with. So you can see here, this is where the genius used that coarse thread drywall screw in a hole designed for a machine screw to attach a ceiling fan to a regular light box. Oh look, this side's broken too. Oh, look at that. Look how happy. Oh look. Neat. So that's what we're dealing with. I gotta try to get this box out and put a new one in before I can even hang the light fixture. Hopefully the electrical is off. The switches are off. But with this house as old as it is, God knows if they bridge something in here. So we're gonna find out. Okay, so it looks like they have a regular drywall screw like up inside of here. I'm gonna hand this back and forth to my wife. So right there, I think they put a screw into whatever's up behind this, hoping that it's a piece of wood, because it's like an old corrugated ceiling in this extended room. So I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna try to take out these two screws and see what's behind there. Whatever it was, it's not really in anything. Well, it was in something, but.
That's what she said.
This is a family channel. I have to cut that out. Okay, so this is the kind of screw that the guy used to put the light like through these holes on the side too, which is why they were destroyed. You can use something like this to attach the box, that's fine, but you don't hang the light with it, because this is what happens. Now there's that one other machine screw. Now that one feels like it might be into something a little bit more. It's like one of those treasure videos where you remove the light box and then there's like a mystery box like inside the ceiling behind it. It's full of like gold and treasures. Probably just pain and suffering.
A dead rat body.
Probably a dead rat body.
It's a jackpot.
So that screw is just spinning now. And that is loose. it looks like there's a piece of wood up in there.
Where it was attached to.
So it looks like that is a metal support from the metal roof that was up here before, but then this is a piece of wood. That is a wire going to something, and this is just all around a whole bunch of fun. All right, so just examining this a little bit, this wire here, this one is a 12 gauge, and I'm pretty sure this is for the light that is the light that we're trying to install. It looks like they used the light box as a junction box. Here, they've got the two grounds together, and then they've got the power and the neutral just kind of linked together here. So I'm gonna have to take these apart in order to get them out of the light box, but I'm gonna put these right back like they are now, and then this is what I'm gonna save for installing the new light, and then I'll put it all back together inside the new box up in the ceiling. Okay, so we're taking off the wire nuts now just to get it free so that we can access the wires and then put them into the new light box that's gonna be mounted into whatever's in there. So save your wire nuts if you have decent ones, and the switches are off. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this, but that's obviously your power. Like I said, the other wires here are the ones that are just bridged through. So I'm gonna get this wire out first. And you can see, a lot of times, this stuff isn't gonna come out easily. That's why you wanna make sure the power's off, because you're not gonna be able to be gentle removing from an old box. Now, these other wires, I'm gonna try to be more careful because I don't actually know where they're going, and I'm not gonna mess with turning the power off to the entire house in order to figure them out. Okay, so pair of snips, and I'm gonna try to cut the box off around them just so I can limit my risk here of getting shocked. Okay, so I got that piece free inside of there. And what I did was I cut the little separator out of there to make the opening larger. So this was sticking out before, but the other light was a ceiling fan, so it probably was okay that was a little, further out of the ceiling. Save this one for a future endeavor. And you can see this one is quite a bit less deep. And we're back. All right, so I've got a metal, like a chisel tip that should drill into that steel piece that's up there. And then I've got a new bit to house that screw. So we're gonna try this out. And that went right in, everybody. So that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I'm trying to put some weight on there. It feels like we're gonna be okay. And then remembering I got that extra screw in the wood there to help prevent any issues down the road. So here's the light box for the light that's gonna go up. I'll put a link in the description as well as here on the screen somewhere for you guys to see this light. What is it, like 60 bucks? Something like that, $59.95.
50 or 60.
At Home Depot, that's where we got it from, Home Depot. So it is a 20-inch LED round ceiling puff light. I don't know who names this stuff. They should not be employed. It's dimmable, which is super cool. And it says apparently this will last for 45 years. So these are those machine screws that come with the light. And I just wanted to test them to make sure that they do fit in the metal box that I put in, and they do. I'm a little concerned with the length of these, so I may need to get some other ones. But let's go to the light assembly itself. All right, so here's what that thing looks like on the inside. You pop the globe off so you have access to it, and you can see magical LEDs and then this is your controller. Here on the back, you've got your wires. So ground, neutral, and hot. And then you can see the two sets of holes there to feed it on, twist it in place, and then tighten it down. So I'm gonna start by attaching the wires to these with wire nuts, and then we'll be good to go. So if they're stranded, I give them a good twist. You could cut to give yourself some more room on them if you needed to, but I mean, that's up to you. Now, whenever I have stranded wires, I'm gonna feed them into the wire nut first before I feed the hard wire on the other side. So I'm gonna feed it in, and then I'm gonna feed into it the hard wire, and then I'm gonna twist. And I'm gonna twist the wire nut until I feel them starting to wrap around each other like that. I know, well, hopefully that'll show up well for you guys. We'll try to zoom into it, but that's what I'm looking for there. I'm gonna feed that in first, and then up to the hard wire, and then I'm gonna twist them together, and watch, they'll draw together and twist around, and there they start to twist. Feed in your stranded wire, then feed in the hard copper wire. At this point, I'm gonna let that hang because it's super light. If you're hanging a light that's not light in weight, do not do that. Some electrical tape. I'm just gonna wrap around the connections here. All right, so now I'm gonna have somebody flip this switch on for me to make sure this works. And maybe we'll do a little countdown and see if I fail. So 3, 2, 1. Hey, look at that. That's super bright. Okay, at least we know it works. Good to go. So now I'm gonna push these wires back up in a little bit and then try to get this thing mounted in place. Before I do that, I'm gonna put these machine screws into the openings, and I'm gonna leave them hanging down quite a bit because I gotta be able to mount the light on them. So I got this hanging down a little bit so that I can feed them through these holes on the light itself. And as I push, I'm giving myself as much room inside the junction box to hide those wires in there as well. And there we go. So right now, those two machine screws are holding it in place. You don't want to over tighten these. You just want to get them where they need to be. And that's it. This thing has got some tension holding it in place. So I don't need to go crazy on it. That's good. The lights don't weigh much, so you don't need to go crazy with that. That's good to go. Now let's put the dome on it. All right. Here is the dome. Probably can't see much. It's got some grooves. Looks like you put those on, and then this thing twists into place. There we go. Let's turn it on again. And we have light. And the light looks pretty good. I think it worked out well. This is our back room. It's a super gigantic mess. There's the table, there's the dog. That's a dog toy. There's the light. So it's pretty good. All right, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was super easy. Hope we were able to help you guys with your project. And we didn't get shocked, so that's cool. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. If you love what we do, please consider subscribing to the channel at Tough Guys TV on social media. See the links here below. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next project.